reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with LSThreee. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Handoff heading left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Close to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Meadows. Touchdown, Alabama, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looking to throw in the opening snap of this playoff game. Short connection to the tight end here. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here's the 2nd down play. They're going to run it. Breaks it open space. And you see him able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
out of the gun now on third down. It's an out route. The catch made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big gain?
The Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty mark. So let's check out that. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for a man deep down the middle. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Last time they punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Let's it fly to the wideout. What a catch! And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's a quick grab. It's a fumble. And the ball was out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Boy, the offense catches a break with that ball going out of bounds. They retain possession and still have a chance to come away with points inside the red zone.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Touchdown, tie. That's how you finish a play.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Bites off the defender. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick grab. We bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. It's a solid gain.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. The ball is picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to pass. It's Russell. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Bursts into space. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Fields it just outside the goal line. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And looking to throw now on first down. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that completion. He's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Chris, that ball is going to fall to the ground, and if you go back and look at this, he's falling back when he makes this throw. He's actually throwing it off of his back foot. You combine that with already throwing a couple interceptions. I don't know if it's a time to think about maybe warming.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Well, your best player is going to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
The offense run starts with a short field. Inside give now from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's how you take advantage of outstanding field position. Starting in plus territory makes it very easy for this offense to be able to get down close to the goal line and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 31.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He could go. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Scanning the field. It's Russell. Lets it go quickly. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff to the back. And that run produces a decent gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Touchdown, Bama. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And the extra point was up and good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Heads out of bounds at the 44-yard line. The offense will take over there in good position. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Single back. Takes the handoff. Has the first down and more. Breaks into the clear. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play.
Intercepted in the end zone. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back. It's Russell. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He keeps it on the design run. Breaks free. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, tied. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset or controller. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. What a stiff arm. He steps out at the 22. That's where the drive will begin. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Second down, we're going to throw it. Blitz and a quick sack.
Boy, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
That pass is batted away, incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows him to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Using his legs on the scramble to bring him down short of the marker. And now it's going to be 4th down. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. Sacked, dropped at the 3. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. He'll throw it now. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the kickoff will be a return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good